Today we are at our commissary and corporate offices for Mission Taco Joint, where we make the masa for the tortillas. So my brother Adam and I came up with this concept about 5 years ago to make fresh tacos, amongst other things, and great drinks in a really fun environment. We grew up in California a little bit, and we really know what great Mexican food could be. So we took kind of that concept and mixed it with unique ingredients and a lot of fun. So when we first opened the first store in Del Mar, we had no idea it would grow this fast. Currently we have 5 Mission Taco joints and a food truck and a full catering line. And we're super excited about the growth, obviously, and we look forward to the future. So the 2 different ways to make tortillas fresh is, one, you can buy corn flour in the store. It's a little 5-pound bag called maseca, and it's basically cooked corn that's been dried out and ground down into a flour. And basically all you do to that is add water, rehydrate it, and make a dough. What we're doing is we're taking fresh kernel corn that we get right over in Illinois at Rovi Seed Company. We cook that with food-grade lime and let it soak overnight to remove the outer layer of the corn. It's called nixtamalization, pretty traditional thing they do in Mexico. And after that, we grind it through volcanic stones. When we grind the corn, we control a bunch of things. We control the flavor, the color, the elasticity, and the water content.
How much masa are you making every day?
500 pounds.
And what is that the equivalent of?
So it's 500 pounds of corn, dry corn. After we soak and cook it, it about doubles in weight. So it's roughly 1,000 pounds of masa.
A dried piece of corn is probably half the size of this.
Yeah. This has been cooking and steeping overnight. When it's dry, it really has no color to it. Once it's cooked down, you get the nice brown and yellow into the white at the top. And then also that outer layer, that all sheds off.
So the dried corn is dumped into the cooker,
Correct.
And then you add the food grade lime. What is lime exactly?
It's calcium hydroxide, and it just assists with taking that outer layer off the corn.
And so you get it up to like a simmer.
160 degrees. Then we turn the heat off, give it a good stir, and it steeps overnight.
It's such a simple process, but it really changes the corn.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different variables that go into it. It's taken me about 2 years to learn how to do. The cooking of the corn is the easy part. The grinding and getting the right amount of water going through it and all that, that's the tough part.
And you actually do have volcanic stones in the grinder. The grooves, they kind of radiate out from the center. Can you kind of tell me how that works?
So in the center, the grooves are pretty large, and that's what sucks the corn in between the stones. And then as it moves through the stones, they get tighter and the grooves get much smaller, and that's how you get that fine ground masa.
And so how do you control the grind?
There's a few things. The amount of water you have going through it, the amount of corn you have going through, and how tight you have the stones.
And so when you're making tortillas for tacos, are you looking for something different than if you're making like a masa for some other application, or is it all the same?
Yeah, I'll say like tamale masa would be a much coarser grind. With tortillas, it has to be pretty fine or else they won't form correctly.
So we just watched this corn be ground, and it was a really quick process. It took, what, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, we did a small batch this time. Generally, it takes about half an hour, 40 minutes to do.
That's for 500 pounds.
Yeah, right.
And this is only 100 pounds that we did today. This is the Tortilla Press.
Right.
And so all you do is you take this masa, you just run it through, and you just make your tortillas.
You come out with, your pre-cut tortilla.
And then so each restaurant, they make their own fresh every day.
Yeah, so every restaurant has one of these machines in house that they have a person dedicated to sitting there and rolling tortillas and cooking them all day.
So we've seen how the fresh masa is made. Now let's head over to the original location of Mission Taco Joint for a taste of their tacos and empanadas.